one. Hey, congratulations for Triple Threat.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I am pretty assured. I'm pretty sure that for all three of you, this film was very meta for all three of you. Is it? I mean, are all three of you from a theatrical background? I know Yurel is because I've seen and I talked to you about West Side Story before. So
yeah,
Good to see you. Yes.
Definitely come from a theater background, so it was meta to say the least. Yeah, of course.
Yes, it was definitely transformative, and it was like very like self-aware because I have always I've been working towards Broadway and like musical theater, and that's like where I live, and that's my first love. So to do this was really meta.
And Yurel, hey, congratulations for being. I want to say another musical, but Triple Threat isn't quite musical in its own way. Like West Side.
Yeah, but we still sing and dance in there, so it was fun.
So how did all three of you actually got approached for this project? Was it pitched as a musical, or was it pitched as like an acting project to you? Who wants to start?
It was pitched to me. I just got the audition through my agent, and it was a film. Like I got to read the script, but it was about musicals, and like the role that I was going in for was a singer. So I had to not only like do the sides for the acting portion, but then I also had to send in some examples of my singing in musical theater styles.
Yeah, for me, I knew Stacy and Jay and Marzi before this project. My husband worked on a film of theirs previously, so I knew them a little bit, and they knew that I sang, and they sent me the script and asked me to take a look at it, and I was really excited about the possibility of marrying my two loves, like Gina was saying, and to put the process of making a musical into a movie. We were saying earlier that like you get to see a lot of times movie musicals, but you don't often get to see movies about making a musical. And so that was really exciting to me. So yeah, it was definitely pitched to me as a movie that I would get to sing in.
Yurel?
Yeah, I knew Jay. Us together. He can act, and because of my resume, he was like, and you can dance, and there's a character in this movie, his name is Pip, and we need Pip to do those things. So I just kind of really fit well into the role, and I said earlier, like, it's just always a pleasure to be creative with friends. So it was nice to be in a group energy like that with other artists.
So when all three of you joined this production, could you guys talk about doing the musical side of Firefly? The rehearsal, the choreograph. I mean, it looked a lot of fun for you, but of course, to some of us who don't know, it's a lot of hard work.
Yeah, it's a lot of hard work, but it's really, really fun. We went into music rehearsals, and from there we went into choreography. Our amazing choreographer, Sarah Andres, she's amazing, and kind of married both worlds together. And then the final step was then putting it on stage, out on location, and filming the actual musical.
And we also got to go into the studio and record the songs, which was really cool because usually, I mean, if you're doing a new musical especially, there's no cast album till like after it has made it to Broadway or something. So this was really cool to go in and record all the songs, and I think actually the album is out today as well of all the music.
I think it is, yes. Yeah, for me, most of my rehearsals were dance-based, and it felt like a pretty standard procedure rehearsal process with just us being in a studio, getting it all together, bada boom, bap, bap, and then we get on set, which was a stage in a theater. So it was interesting to be doing something so theatrical in front of cameras. And I remember though, like there's like Firefly movements with our hands and stuff that we all had to be very precise with. And like, I remember that being a moment, us coordinating all of those lights around in a dance, because it was all in the dark and we're all wearing like dark clothing and black, you know? So it was like, don't bump into each other and put these lights exactly where we need them. Oh yeah. And then close your hands and open your hands and close your hands. It was really fun. We laughed a lot.
Well, Yurel, that looks amazingly hard, and I could tell that you probably know how to do Madonna's Vogue hands yourself.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
with those movements. So when you folks approach a movie like this, is your mindset, you approach it like it's an acting type of job, or do you approach it like, oh, you know what, it's just like another musical that you know, that your backgrounds actually come from?
No, I 100% approach it from an acting standpoint. This is just a movie about making a musical, but they're, you know, and it's about many other things as well, but our side of it at least. But no, I mean, Noga lives in the world. She's a living, breathing human that wants things. And she also just happens to be an actor in the movie. But no, absolutely from an acting standpoint.
I would definitely say as well from an acting standpoint. And it was kind of cool to have, you know, the actor Laura and then Laura being in the musical. So it was really cool to play around with that as well.
Yeah, I think always like you got to go for it with the acting or just the storytelling. Like, why are you doing or saying what you're saying? And that is what's going to cut through and ring most true. So yeah, even in dance movement, like, what are you saying?
And one more thing, because the one thing that a lot of people don't realize is how friendships actually develop. And do you guys hang out afterwards, like these characters do after you know, whatever sessions, or party afterwards and joke around and all this kind of stuff, or is it all business for actors now these days?
I think we hang out as much as possible. You know, we all lead, you know, separate and busy lives. But, you know, the great thing about doing a film is that you make it so many years ago. I mean, we made this years ago at this point. And now, you know, coming June 21st, we're all going to be in the same place again, getting to celebrate the premiere of the movie. So it's like, you know, it's amazing when we get to see each other and be in the same room together and celebrate something that we're all really proud of and really, really excited to share with the world.
Yeah, I think, you know, in our business, once you get, you know, you continue to age and continue to do more projects, like you meet a lot of people, and there's only so many relationships you can nurture as like good friendships. So I think it's a blessing that, you know, we get to work with each other and just, you know, connect with people, and those connections, you know, stay for what they are, or, you know, sometimes you really do bond with certain people and projects and then you carry them forward. But yeah, I really feel like there comes a max where you're like, oh my God, I love you all, but I have no space in my life for more, even though everyone was so great to work with.
Well, all of you are great because it looks like you all were great to work with each other in a film like this. You know, separate storyline, of course, from the surrogacy and pregnancy. You guys had the fun part. So once again, hey, congratulations for Triple Threat, and thank you for carrying on this conversation with us. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's good to see you, Gig.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate it. Bye.
Bye.